Hello AMFA members, Bret Oestreich, your National Director. I kind of wanted to do something different. It is that time of the month for me to do the National Director update for the month of November. And I just wanted to reach out to you guys kind of in a different atmosphere during the end of the year and holiday season to wish all of you a safe Christmas and a prosperous, happy New Year for 2019. This current year of 2018 has really flown by with all the activity our members have gone through and the AMFA representatives have been involved in for both Alaska Airlines and Southwest Airlines. I went back through this year to reflect all the activities and events we have been involved in, and I was just really amazed at how many major events we all have gone through at the local and national levels. Alaska Airlines, let me start off with that. I counted over 12 items Alaska Airlines and memberships have gone through. These events stem from, and let me just name a couple, the 20 station visits across the system for both Alaska Boeing and the Alaska Airbus work groups, the 2 votes on the transitional agreement and the seniority integration. We're on our second one after the rejection of the overall rejected vote with 83% participation. Kudos to you guys, that was wonderful. Safety and standards, ASAP events, the membership surveys, and the local level elections. Let me just say about Southwest Airlines, I counted over 40 items that the Southwest officers and members have gone through. These events also stem from numerous items, and let me name a few. Continued over 6 years of negotiations and all the tentacles that go along with this undertaking. The safety sensitive items with FAA and the OIG, the ASAP events, the reaching a tentative agreement, going out doing the road shows and then voting, and then the rejection of the vote. Rejected TA overwhelmingly with 97% membership participation and survey conducted. Incredible. I can honestly say that throughout the industry that many people have contacted me and other work groups have contacted me on that. That's unheard of. The replacement of 2 airline reps in Local 4 and Local 32, local officer elections, 1380 accident investigation team incident, and the NTSB public hearing, and the numerous independent OSHA whistleblowers by our AMFA members. At the national level, over 25 items. Your typical administration stuff throughout the year, but the budgets, the Department of Labor training for officers, the FAA, OIG safety events, the NTSB training for officers, legislation at the DC, and multiple visits we've had there, and also been accepted at the Homeland Security, the ASAC, the Aviation Security Advisory Council. We're actually seated at the table. And now we are the voice of the industry to represent the ARAC, ATEC, and ARSA in many of the working groups. We've traveled across the country for both the airlines. All press releases, officer elections, all voting referendums, and several surveys. So after addressing some of those major items and accomplishments, I'd really like to say thank you. Thank you to all the parties and individuals responsible for this tremendous undertaking. Without you, the AMFA membership, we could not have addressed or tackled these events. Kudos. Thank you. So I'd just like to get into the current events we're currently facing at both airlines. Let's start off with Alaska Airlines. On November 15, 2018, AMFA and Alaska Airlines reached a tentative agreement on an Alaska Airlines Virgin America transitional agreement. The language contained in the seniority integration agreement remains the same as previously voted on. The legacy Virgin, or otherwise known as the Alaska Airbus employees, will vote only on the seniority integration agreement, and they will only be able to view the transitional agreement as an attachment. So, the AMFA Alaska, otherwise known as Boeing employees, will vote on the transitional seniority integration agreements as a package. The AMFA Alaska and Legacy Virgin America transitional seniority integration agreements referendum is currently underway. It started last week. This ballot for this referendum was sent out last week to the eligible voters on November 29th, 2018. The points that we have tentatively agreed to include proposed enhancements to the following. This is a biggie. No contract extension. That 1 year, that was a big deal. The ratification bonus of $2,500. Increases to all 3 shift differentials. Longevity allowance increase. Article 20, retirement 401k plan, paragraph J of the CBA, will be amended as follows and will apply to all covered employees. Letter of agreement number 9, revised to include all active members of the bargaining unit as of the time of insurance of the single certification, and amended to include JFK Station. For more details and to review more of the transitional agreement, you can look at update number 7 at the national website under the tab Alaska Airlines News and Updates. So we are thankful for your patience and support during this process to bringing the two Alaska Boeing and the Alaska Airbus working groups together. The voting period for this referendum has commenced at 3 o'clock last week on November 29th and will end at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, December 17th, 2018, the day of the tally. If you have any questions regarding the voting process, please contact the AMFA administrator. She will take care of you and your questions. So let's go to Southwest and the current events recap. So let's start off with your AMFA Southwest Negotiating Committee convened in Dallas, Texas on negotiations on Monday, November 19th, 2018. We met with the mediator to advance our schedule and one-day session with the company. On Tuesday morning, November 20th, your negotiating committee presented the company with a streamlined proposal intended to reach a prompt agreement, which has been the goal all along. We proposed this offer by leaving the June 2018 tentative agreement in place except for the following changes in economics. The wage rate snap-up of 23.86% to the AMT wage scale effective August 16, 2018. Amendable date to remain August 16th with a 5-year contract term. Ratification bonus in the amount of or equal to the full retroactive payment estimated at approximately $137.5 million. The 3.25% wage scale increases to covered wage scales in each out years of the proposed 5-year agreement. Please note, in our proposal, we made it clear to the company that it was conditioned upon the existing terms of June 2018 tentative agreement remaining in place. And in the event that Southwest did not agree to this, AMFA reserves the right to reopen any of the terms contained in the previous TA. For details and to review the negotiations, you can look at update number 70, dated November 20th, at the amfanational.org website, the tab Southwest News and Updates. So, where do we go from here? This is important, so please listen closely. The recent offer, after rejected vote, is in the company's hands, and hopefully we can reach a deal fairly and quickly. Your negotiating committee just received this week. We will convene talks, dates. The next 2 scheduled mediation sessions for these talks will take place in Dallas, Texas. The first session is a Thursday and a Friday, January 24th and 25th of 2019. The second session is Thursday, Friday, February 7th and 8th of 2019. After all these current events we've gone through this year, it has been a tremendous, successful undertaking, and these 70-plus events could not have been done without you. So at this time, I'd like to give a wonderful shout-out to the ones and the individuals who made this possible as the foot soldiers in helping me represent you at both airlines. Most importantly, got to mention the AMFA members one more time. Thank you, and we could not do this without you. So let's go into the ASAP reps, the safety and standard reps, the shop reps, the AMFA local officers and airline reps, the AMFA legislation staff, the AMFA national administration staff, and finally, but not least, the AMFA national officers. I just want to say thank you to all of you. It is a great honor to represent you as the national director. Please be safe. Have a great next couple weeks in this winter holiday season. I can anticipate great things coming for you this next year in 2019. I look forward to continue to work with you and for you. I'm very excited for the next year. We have a lot of items in the pipeline for 2019 and helping to increase your recognition, raising your standards, and promoting your interests in this industry. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless.